this morning on the side of the road, and her baby had been removed from her body, and then you show up with a baby.
On October 9th, 2020, 21-year-old Reagan Simmons Hancock was found brutally murdered in the small town of New Austin, Texas.
I'll leave some stains
but
on
what
it.
made this case even more disturbing was the tragic fact that her unborn child had been ripped from her womb.
God
But if
damn.
authorities thought they had a lengthy investigation ahead of them, they quickly found that wasn't the case. Another baffling revelation surfaced on that very same day, leading them right to the monster who had been hiding in plain sight all along. Around 12 in the afternoon, 27-year-old Taylor Parker was pulled over by a Texas state trooper in what began as a routine traffic stop. However, the officer was shocked to find a bloody Taylor holding who she claimed to be her newborn infant. She states that she's just given birth and needs to be taken to the McCurtain Memorial Hospital in Idabel, Oklahoma, less than an hour away. Taylor states that she will not allow treatment for the child under any other place of care. When she arrives at the hospital, Idabel police are quickly notified of the bizarre chain of events, and they suspect that Taylor may be attempting to hide a monumental secret.
This is a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Are you ready? I'm coming.
Is she trying to leave?
She's going to say she's going to. Oh, well, there's two in there. The one is ours. That's where's ours.
Okay. Do not let her out that door. So she shows no signs. You can't check for hemorrhaging.
Damn.
What is HCG?
It's a hormone that is secreted by the placenta only.
Okay.
And if there's a baby in there, the HCG is what the hormone that mandates going and getting the nutrients and bringing it to baby.
Okay.
So it's in mama's blood, mama's urine, mama's everything.
Okay.
And it stays up for 6 weeks.
Okay. All right.
It's taken off. You don't want no part.
Huh?
You don't want no part of this. Who took off?
God
He's
damn.
You I am.
One thing she's done many other insane things.
Yeah, I was going to
Is he drinking applesauce?
What did we step into?
Oh, it's interesting. So
kidnapping almost.
I think it's going to be that.
Yeah, because we've had Lamar County called here too. Lamar County, I talked to Texarkana, and then Bowie County.
So when I'm talking, they're talking. I don't understand. They've never done this before. Why are they keeping me? I was like, hey, I'm just the ER doctor. I said, I don't know why you're not up and up.
Okay. She's in there.
Yeah.
She refuses to have a vaginal check to make sure she's not hemorrhaging. They've done an ultrasound and HCG, and it doesn't show that she's been pregnant. Okay. They have the placenta.
Where's she?
She is in the room. She
You're
is
not letting her leave.
no.
Authorities make their way to Taylor's room, where an
Damn.
unbelievable truth is about to be revealed.
Hey, okay.
Thank God. She's on the phone now with her boyfriend, so I'll try to sidetrack her a little bit. He's an hour away.
Okay.
I can sit with her.
Well, that's what Chad wants to do.
Just talk with the ER doctor. They took blood work, HCG levels, which is a hormone. It's not showing she was pregnant.
Yeah, she said it was
And they're saying that the placenta, they can send the placenta
What
off
the
for test.
fuck?
And whether
This is insane. Hello! Send Bessa said, my god. Chat, some people eat that shit after birth. The way she stole this placenta, she's like Vector. Need to know.
comes back to her or not.
Hey,
She won't let her do that.
Chat! This shit is crazy! Yo, this some white people shit for real!
Vaginal
Sorry.
exam to make sure she's
I feel like I didn't say anything for a while, so I had added some reacts.
not hemorrhaging.
I don't know how they eat that with their teeth.
Hey there. What's your name?
Hey.
Taylor. Hey, my name's Chad Sansby. I'm a OSB agent up here, and I heard you brought your baby in. Did you give birth on the side of the road or something?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where was that here? In McCurtain County?
No, it was in DeKalb.
DeKalb down in Texas?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So what happened this morning? Did you just go into labor on the side of the road?
Then.
No, me and I was supposed to ride with my fiance.
Bro, I wanted I want to eat a placenta.
And we sell on a hog buying facility, and we were gonna come through here.
Girl, before you judge, it's not weird. It ain't for you. So, when I was watching, what's it called? The fuck's it called? It was the something after Jersey Shore. It was called, oh yeah, Snooki and JWoww. After Snooki has her first baby, they freeze her placenta and then they turn it into a smoothie. And Snooki's husband tried it, and she tried it. They both had a placenta smoothie. And then so did Mike and Lawrence. And then I've heard of other couples doing it. So, not for you. I've heard of multiple couples and people trying it. So before people judge me, it's a spiritual, special thing. You know what I mean? It's life. It's nutrients. They say, oh yeah, American Horror Story. And he won't eat chamoy pickle. Listen, it's like an ancestral thing. It'll give me powers. Basically the same thing. The placenta is not a chamoy pickle. I hope not. If it's in chamoy, I'm fucking throwing up. The bonding experience, exactly. Lamau.
Having contractions and stuff and wasn't feeling good, so I stayed at home and told him we would just meet here after he dropped
There's
the
no
hog at
culture
7.
anymore. Yeah,
And
exactly.
he got tied up. I mean, he's on his way.
It's like tradition, like for the father to cut the umbilical cord.
Now how did you get here? Did you drive yourself?
No, an ambulance.
I'm afraid I'm gonna cut it too long and he's gonna have a crazy Audi.
Brought me. Yes, like
It tastes like steak.
Oh.
Exactly.
Taylor states that her fiancé, Wade Griffin, will arrive shortly at the hospital.
The nurses said that you weren't going to let the doctor check you to make sure you weren't hemorrhaging or anything.
They did an ultrasound.
Okay,
The hemorrhaging is the bleeding. Whether you're passing clots or not passing clots, it's really good to have you checked for that, because I know I was passing massive clots and they were about to
TMI,
start giving me
lady.
blood. That's why they're wanting to check how, any damage,
For 9 months, by the way. Bro, that's what I do with my bulge.
and check to make sure you're not bleeding inside internally. That's why they're wanting to make sure.
That's okay. That's fine. I didn't know it was a big deal not to want the guy to do that.
No, I mean, if you don't want to, that's up to you, but that's why they're wanting
Packing.
to check, just to make sure.
Make sure
Like
you're okay.
bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, you've got
dinner.
blood all over you and
little
all over
bit.
your fingernails, and I mean, that's a pretty intense thing.
Having it on the side of the road,
Yeah.
it's scary. You want to make sure you're okay.
Although Taylor is
Cool.
covered in blood, some of it may not be her own.
Did I do something
Ew.
wrong for them bringing me over here?
What did you have? Did you have a boy or a
A
girl?
girl?
A girl. Okay.
Did you have a name yet?
Clancy Gale.
Clancy! Oh, hell, you're gonna steal a baby and name it goddamn Clancy? That's the most egregious thing that's happened. Clancy? Oh my god. What up, sweetie pie?
And, you have any other children?
Sugar
I have
pants.
Do you?
How old?
Emerson's
This has been
10
from
and Trey's
birth.
6.
Had the wrong end.
Taylor, here's the deal. I'm just gonna be up front with you. I've been talking to the DA down in Bowie County, and they've been working on a case down there. And we know that
The
you had a
terrible baby
hysterectomy
name.
sometime back, and that you claimed to be pregnant for a while, but that you really weren't.
God, my son's gonna
Trying
have
to
a
figure out where
badass
this
name.
baby came from. But you did
Bowie.
give birth this morning.
What do you mean?
That's what I just said. You didn't give birth this morning. And we want to know where this baby came from. So what happened?
I just told y'all what happened.
Okay.
I just
What's the
told
doctor gonna find
y'all.
when he comes in and checks you? Is he gonna find you just gave birth? They can tell. When he looks, he can tell in about a second if you gave birth or not.
Okay.
Taylor states that the doctor will be able to confirm her pregnancy claim, but the truth can only remain
Listens
hidden
to
for
him,
so
man.
long.
Taylor,
somebody
Found a
really.
woman this morning on the side of the road,
God's playing
and
jokes.
her baby had been removed from her body.
I've seen so many baby-related TD God things. TD gods are what?
And then you show up with a baby, and information is you've had a hysterectomy. There's no way you could have been pregnant, even though you've been telling people for a while you've been pregnant.
Very delusional. What's her issue today?
And
I didn't hurt anybody on the side of the road.
well, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying that there's a woman that had her baby removed from her body. Her body's found on the side of the road. I didn't say you did. I just want to know what happened, where this baby came from.
Wait, what?
Taylor goes silent.
Who was the lady? Do you know who she is?
I don't know what lady you're talking about.
Okay.
A few moments later, the doctor conducts a
That's
physical
crazy.
examination. The results prove that
Is it
Taylor...
that easy to just cut a baby out of someone and then walk away? Obviously, if you don't do it the right way, the person's gonna die, but like, god damn.
is in fact being deceitful.
And then to Rita,
So,
it's French Ritos
surely
here.
doesn't look like a baby came out of there. It doesn't look like she had a baby.
It doesn't?
No,
Okay.
does not look like she had a baby there.
Although the authorities anticipated the doctor's findings, they're shocked nonetheless.
I like how the doctor was so casual right in front of her like that. Well, it doesn't look like a baby came out of there now, does it?
And they have only scratched the surface,
Crazy
considering
stuff.
the other revelations that will soon come.
Can't be easy, I know.
Down in Texas, and you took the baby out of her.
She was
Which caused
deceitful.
her to die. And my question is Taylor a cold-blooded murderer? Or was it something else? I mean, sometimes people have, they go through depression and, some mental issues and things.
I got she had her feet out.
Causes good people to make bad choices. Right?
She's sitting in a hospital bed, absolutely nothing wrong with her, got her dogs out.
That's kind of where I'm here at today. I knew that doctor can't find anything. Because I already know a lot of things I ask, I already know the answer to before I ask. I tell you, most of the people are going to assume the worst. They're going to assume you're an evil person and that you just butchered this lady and left her to rot on the side of the road so you steal her baby. I don't think that was the case. I mean, you don't seem like that type of person, man.
I didn't kill anybody.
Where'd this baby come from? We're past all of that. Taylor, we're past that.
I
I
understand
did
her.
not kill anybody. I didn't kill anybody.
Hello?
When you left.
I wasn't
Business.
I wasn't with her.
Taylor sticks to her story, still claiming
To be
that
a
the child
mommy.
is hers.
But she had a hysterectomy. Isn't that when you get your own tubes tied? Beg your finest pardon. Liar.
Right now, the DA down there who I've talked to believes that
She
you're
has 2
a
kids
blood
already.
and that
Me for
you
real.
plotted for the last 8 months to murder this woman and steal her baby. And
Is
right now,
removed.
the evidence is there.
That's even crazier.
They can prove it without a shadow of a doubt that that's what happened.
Can you
They
get it
prove
put back
that you
in?
murdered that woman. How heinous is it? Some woman, everybody's happy,
Oh, my
she has
chest.
showers, and then somebody comes along and cuts her damn baby out of her gut. That's what we got right now, and that's what you need to understand.
And let's massage
That's
by
the point where we're
mookers.
at. We're past all this nonsense about
Yes.
I wasn't there, I didn't kill nobody. We're past all of that. We know it. We know you did it. There's no doubt whatsoever. You didn't mean to hurt her. Pretty sad she's dead.
Oh,
Is it the deal you
by
just wanted
someone
that baby
else.
so
Yeah,
bad?
me too.
Did it just kind of overpower your brain and
You punch
everything?
him.
My head's been hurting.
Your head's been hurting.
You look sad.
I had a stroke in 2015.
According to Reagan's husband, Homer Hancock, Taylor had taken the couple's
Homer Hancock. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that's his real name.
engagement and wedding photos, but she and Reagan didn't share a close relationship. However, Taylor claims that the 21-year-old
talks
mother
to him.
told her to come over that day to apparently use her shower, since Taylor's water was supposedly off.
So what happened? You go over to her house and what happened?
What a hillbilly ass name. Homer Hancock. Go back, Queen K. 3 strokes and he didn't fuck his brain up to kill and steal a baby. Bro, that's what I'd be doing. 3 strokes. Bust.
She grabbed the hug of me and told me that I was a liar.
Did you try to fight back?
We fought back.
You both fought back.
We both hit each
She eats
other.
people. We have class anymore? I mean, we haven't had class since what? When did you graduate?
And she hit her head on the table.
She hit her head on the table. Okay. That's okay. Hey, that stuff happens sometimes, you know?
I gotta rub all the. I gotta massage my tits because when your muscles are sore, it's because of a buildup of lactic acid. And by massaging the muscles, you can move the lactic acid outside of the muscles and reduce soreness.
You didn't move. Okay.
Increase
So she's still in
recovery.
her house? Okay. She, when she hit her head, did you think she died and you were just trying to save the baby?
Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Ooh, that's
Well,
tender.
that shows what a good person you are. So you tried to save the baby. So did you I guess you got the baby out of it. Did you do like a C-section?
It's Mr. Poopy Butthole. You're making me laugh. I got you.
So how did you go
She
from her
massaged
laying there with her
Bro,
head
my horny ass could never own one of those. Fucking shit, I would get up to.
to you have a baby?
Just remember trying to save the baby.
Taylor is asked if anyone else was present at the home during this time, to which she states that it was just she and Reagan.
I can't own one either, for
However,
real.
this would be blatantly untrue, as Reagan's 3-year-old
I haven't
daughter
watched
was
the
inside of
episodes
the
yet,
house when her mother's life
unfortunately.
was tragically taken away.
Did you take anything over there with you? I mean, some people carry knives, especially up here. But did you have a knife or a razor blade or anything like that?
There's a knife in my purse right there.
In actuality, Taylor had 3 knives in her possession, all of which were found in
Freaky,
her purse.
Were you inside her house
Rest tonight.
or outside her house?
We started outside, then we were inside
Fighting? Okay. Arguing? Okay. And what, were you inside the house or outside the house?
My chest does feel better.
When you actually, when it turned physical? She hit you or you hit her?
She hit me outside.
She hit you outside? Okay. Did she run back into the house or something? Did you go in after her or what happened?
Bitch.
She hit you outside and what happened?
Go bet your
I hit her. And she grabbed a hold of my hair and shoved me in the garage. Cause I remember her hollering, Jennifer.
Who's Jennifer?
What
I don't
the
know,
fuck?
that was just the name she was hollering.
Now, what's her name again?
Her toes are freaking me out. You want to suck on one?
The lady you went over to see.
She looks like
Taylor
this
cannot
girl I
seem
used
to
to know
answer
in
the
chat.
question and quickly changes the subject, voicing that her fiancé had nothing to do with her violent deed.
So,
The fuck was
you
her
went to the
name?
living room. You fight, y'all
We
fight
banned her,
some more.
dumbass, but I forgot her
Did you
name.
I know that. I know that. That's okay. That's why I'm. Hey, listen, Taylor. If I believed that, I wouldn't be spending time talking to you.
Banned
I'm
from
just trying to get to
chat.
the bottom of it, right?
Some people get way too
Why did
freaky,
this
bro.
happen, right? So,
When
why did
Dixie?
she call you a liar?
Hell.
What was that about?
Who's that? Oh no.
The baby.
Her baby?
It'd be real bad.
What about it? Why would she call you a liar about the baby?
Once again, Taylor can't remember, but goes on to
As I
state that
use my
Reagan had
filter
stabbed her
pretty
in the
good.
hand with a
If I
knife.
didn't use my filter, imagine the diabolical shit I would say, Joe.
Right there.
Okay.
See my dad.
I just
Have
remember
fun.
getting hurt.
Tell him I said,
But she
what's
had a
up?
knife. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know why she grabbed it. I don't know why, whatever. hurt hurts. But it's not. Because I
Enjoy
never
your
hurt
dad time.
anybody.
Well, I can believe that.
I don't have a record.
I can believe that. She hit you. She apparently picks up something. Hit you with something heavy. You're not sure what it was. And then there was blood. Did you stick her with the knife? Or once
No,
you
she fell with the knife because I shoved her.
Okay, so she gets the knife back from you.
We both had it in
Enjoy
our
mine, your
hands a
daddy
few
time.
times.
Oh,
I don't.
Okay, I'm just trying to get it out of my head, you know.
Caffeine Queen in the building. What's up?
Gonna rot. And that she'd kill me
My foot is
if I
cold.
touched her again.
And she's got the knife. Did she fall on the knife? Is that what you believe? Or is that what you know? Or you don't know?
She had to because I didn't.
Lamau. I take off one of my socks.
Okay, that's
Will
fine.
Coon got me.
So afterwards, did it look like she'd been, like the knife?
Iron. I take iron supplements.
She grabbed something and started
Wrong.
smacking herself with it. And told me that they would believe I did
Hide
it.
it.
Oh, okay, so she started hitting
You mean
herself with
hide
something.
it.
In Reagan's last moments, Taylor asserts Reagan stated that she was dying and wanted Taylor to take her baby.
Do you remember cutting her open to get the baby out?
What are
Did
we
you have much
watching?
trouble
True crime. Oh yeah.
getting it up, cutting it open?
Or sit on it. Bro, how about you sit on it?
So you take the baby out of her stomach.
2 weeks,
Is that right?
2 years ago. How did that go? This lady was faking her pregnancy, and it was time to have the baby, so she found a pregnant lady and killed her and cut out the baby and pretended it was her own. Oh yeah. Hello, Kitty Iron.
Mm-hmm.
And it come out.
Come out of her vagina?
No.
Or out of her stomach? Okay. All right.
It was, she was still in the sack.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Alright, fine.
it comes out of her stomach and it's still in the sack. Did you have to pull the sack apart to get the baby out?
Yeah, to pull it open. Turned her
Did it get any
over and
worse?
started smacking her back.
Or feed her out, which is kind of gross.
Wade said that you've been telling him you were pregnant for a while, for the last 8 months. Why have you been telling Wade you were pregnant? It was just you wishful thinking and you really just want to be pregnant that bad? Or what was the deal there?
She thinking of a lie.
Did you feel movement? Made you think you were pregnant?
Something's wrong with me.
In another shocking turn of events,
That's crazy.
authorities have learned that Taylor was faking her pregnancy for the last 8 months, even going so far as to fake ultrasounds and throwing a gender reveal party. But there was
No
still more
way.
to uncover in this gruesome investigation.
Not Clancy. I can't believe they named it Clancy. Going through all that work to name it Clance.
Inevitably, Taylor is placed under arrest and taken to the Idabel City Jail. Sadly, Reagan's baby, Braxlyn Sage Hancock, did not survive.
The baby died too.
Though Taylor made it seem like her victim's
Man.
death was somewhat of an accident, a startling piece of information indicates otherwise.
There's
On the day of the murder, she
wild.
researched a video of a physical exam showing a preterm infant at 35 weeks gestation being delivered. Reagan was 34 weeks pregnant. When authorities
Braxlyn
recovered her
is
body,
insane.
it was clear that she'd been
The fuck are
severely
these
beaten
names?
and had suffered hundreds of slashing wounds. In November of 2022, Taylor was convicted of capital murder and kidnapping and was sentenced to death.
She's
She
dead
is now
now
the
too.
7th woman currently on
Who?
death row in Texas.
The baby or the victim or are you talking about Taylor? Talking about Tater.
A baby in a bag, yo. What kind of shit is going on out here?
As she was sitting outside, it was moving. We didn't know what it was.
Where on earth did you find the shot?
Right in the back of the house over here.
That's what yeah.
It's right
You
here.
were told
She was sitting
that,
right here. She was really nasty, pissy.
how long it's been since she's
had
eaten, so.
Still got stuff on her head, too.
She's been out
Yeah, it's all right.
At least
Yep.
2 days.
He opened the bag. I seen that head, so I ran over there. I'm like, a baby was in there?
It's one of the most horrendous crimes that the state of New York has ever encountered.
I know,
An
finding
8-month-old
a baby in a bag.
baby is found inside of a plastic grocery bag behind a house in an Elmira neighborhood. Although police would be shocked to learn that she has miraculously survived. In this never-before-seen footage, authorities will discover the unimaginable horror that was forced upon the innocent child, along with the sadistic monster who would commit the unthinkable. The summer heat is beginning to creep in on August 8th, 2017, when Elmira authorities respond to the horrifying 911 call. A baby has been found all alone.
A baby in a
An
bag.
iPhone girly, let's go! Shout out iPhone.
What kind of shit is going on out here?
We found her over here, excuse me.
Yeah.
If you could do me a favor, just don't touch that bag. Can I wrap in the towel?
Yeah. Yeah. The baby breathing? Yeah.
Yeah, she's very hungry though.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have children of my own.
No, thank you for your help, thank you.
I know. Hold on. She's hungry and she's pale.
Very pale.
Yeah, it's I got her eyes to open, they were closed.
You did, they were closed?
Yeah, and I got them open.
Thank you.
Honey, I have kids of my own. Sorry, but
That's it. Thank you.
you're welcome.
You guys did the right thing, thank you, yeah. You guys saved that kid's life.
Yes, we did.
I'm shaking. I never had seen this before in my life. A precious baby.
Yeah,
Look
absolutely.
what we found.
So when did this all just happen? Just now, huh?
Just now.
Damn.
We didn't know what it was. We didn't know if it was that dog.
Would you be able to show me exactly where you found the baby?
Yeah.
The woman leads the officer outside, where she discloses a most heartbreaking revelation.
Wait, really? A Motorola
Right
Razr
here?
40? Wait, for real?
Yeah.
That's because I've only been advised that.
Right here.
I'm talking about her way.
You can smell the in the piss. You smell it?
Yeah.
It's right here.
Right here in this area.
It's really nasty, pissy.
It's been since she's
She had-
eaten, so.
Still got stuff on her head, too.
Yes,
Yeah, it's all right.
At least
Yo,
2 days.
Let me talk with the officer.
Go back.
All right.
I don't want nobody thinking we stole a child and then I just found it.
No.
You did the right thing. Good thing you went out and checked.
I heard it for 2 days.
Damn.
How you heard the baby for 2 days in
I
the
didn't hear
bag?
the baby at all.
No, I didn't hear it in the bag. I just heard the cry. I live around the corner.
See, that baby be dead by now. It was in the bag for 2 days.
The ambulance gonna find it. The ambulance gonna figure it out.
That's crazy. Somebody want to do that.
That's scary.
People are so nosy. Oh,
Right on
real.
her face, right?
Yeah, right. Or one eye looks
Yeah,
so
like
shouldn't
did
her.
she
I
get
seen
hit
her.
or something or what?
It
Looked almost like a rash, and the rash swelled up the eye.
When she was working on her, I could see it all down her cheek.
She's taking care of, I
heard this
know.
noise for about 2 days' time.
Many of the residents believed the crying sounds to be that of a baby inside of someone's home, while others thought it to be an animal. However, the horrific truth is that
Damn,
someone had
survived
callously
2
abandoned
days,
the child
Arish.
outside. But investigators
accents are
aren't too
crazy.
far off of the monster's trail, where every twisted secret will inevitably come to light.
And it's only in the morning you could hear it. And I didn't think nothing of it because you hear babies cry all the time.
Okay. Was there something that stuck out about this?
It just the same kind of cry at the same time for 2 mornings in a row. So
2 mornings in a row? Yesterday morning and then this morning?
No, yesterday morning. Well, today would be the 3rd day.
It's an utter miracle that the child has survived
Jeez.
after being abandoned for 3 days. Clearly, she would have suffered a different fate had she not been rescued when she was.
So you were up on the porch?
I'll vacuum my lawn and shit's
Okay.
going on outside.
You see it over there?
Vacuum your lawn?
I'm thinking it's just a bag of garbage. They said it's moving. I'm like, it's not moving. They thought it was a dog.
He opened the bag. I seen that head, so I ran over there. I'm like, a baby was in there?
I see the
You
leg.
seen the leg?
The baby is quickly rushed to the hospital. It's a heartbreaking scene to watch as medical staff do everything in their power to help the little girl who is fighting for her very life.
No fight. No fight at all. She's just laying there. Asleep or I don't know.
Bright red.
Yeah, one there looks like it's swollen shut. Or, he says he's talked to a guy down there that said he was hearing
Off and on. The
Off
baby
and on.
crying for 2 days. So it very well could have been out there for that long. I mean, I don't know.
Six told it, she was covered with bugs.
Yeah.
feces and
well, that's what scared me.
feces and everything else. So
Back at the house, officers
Jesus
continue talking to
Christ.
the horrified residents of the neighborhood, hoping to uncover any bits of information as to who
driver.
might have committed such an evil crime. Soon, they're
So
met with a
crazy.
shocking
And
discovery.
I'm a little
She was
looking
staying
into.
there. Her name is Harriet. She just had a baby a few months ago. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago. I'm not really sure.
Harriet?
Yeah, her name is Harriet.
You know her last name?
Authorities now have somewhat of a lead. However, there isn't too much to go on yet, but that will quickly change when someone else makes their way onto the scene.
Did they tell you why? They wanted you to
My
come?
daughter told me that they found a little girl in the backyard. And so I said, "Thank you."
Yes. We need to find out who the baby is, who the parents are.
This is Shirley, the owner of the house where the
Damn.
baby was heartlessly abandoned. She tells
Shirley
investigators that
kinda
her daughter,
fine.
Jodie Forrest, currently lives in the home. However, Shirley
Someone to
also
check.
explains that a
I mean, shit, it depends. Like, you're just hearing crying in the neighborhood. You assume it's someone's house, not in a bag behind the house.
Daniel Forrest also resided in the house at one
I
point,
wouldn't
although it's
check.
unclear if he and Jodie are separated or divorced. Nonetheless, this will go on to play a large
depends on
role
how bad
in
the
tracking
crime
down the
is.
sadistic culprit. With the little information they have, police eventually discover their
Like
lead
what
suspect
kind?
to be 17-year-old Harriet Hoyt.
Damn!
The teenager is from Sayre, Pennsylvania, but investigators are now wondering if she may have taken a trip to Elmira, New York, with the most sinister agenda in mind.
Malnourished.
Yeah, she's in a dehydrated pound in a bottle of Infamil right now, but they're still good.
Chat, by the way, we hit our 2+ hours on the Wheel of Coon. So we got 2+ hours to stream tonight. We got a long stream. Plus, we're almost over halfway to our sub goals. We added another 2 hours, totaling 4 hours, bringing the stream to a whopping badass 10 hours of stream. Oh yeah, baby.
Ooh, maggots out of her eyes. Still.
Maggots in her eyes?
They found them. Cause
Yeah.
they did this.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, you guys gonna get them?
Yeah, everybody feels that way. This ain't right. Yeah,
You ride the lightning on this one.
yeah.
Can it be done?
You can't say I
Yippee.
grab the load. You can put it on the porch, put it in the supermarket,
Must
to
be
the
done.
police station. You put it way back there in there. You wanted that baby to die.
At the hospital, medical staff continue attending to the
back.
child's
Good girl.
wounds. However, they're still in absolute shock due to the incomprehensible situation at hand. But the suspect can only stay hidden for so long, and the truth is just moments
I'd
away.
have to check. I mean, I probably would too.
Plastic garbage bag, paper bag.
that's what I was told. Is a plastic garbage
I mean,
bag.
obviously it wasn't closed, otherwise she wouldn't be here.
No matter what, she should be
During
put
this
down.
time, an officer makes a baffling discovery when he
bag and leave her
locates
out in the
Harriet's
sun for 3
Facebook
days.
account. On it is a shocking and disturbing post.
That's not, is that her?
But it's 12:30 a.m. That's yesterday,
Yes.
just after midnight.
Right, so she could have just posted on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Puts a smile on his face.
Yeah, there you go. Try Sabrina.
In a horrific revelation, authorities learned that Harriet had supposedly posted a picture of her own child just 1 day prior. That child would turn out to be 8-month-old Sabrina Hoyt, the baby who was seemingly left
Oh
for
my
dead.
God.
However, what makes this all the more disturbing is the fact that Harriet uploaded the picture while Sabrina was inside of a plastic bag, all alone, nowhere near her mother.
Holy
it seems like the
shit.
teenager may have done this in an attempt to throw off suspicion, but it only goes to show her cruel and callous nature. Eventually, authorities were able to track down the 17-year-old mother, who quickly made a horrifying confession.
Separation
She told
anxiety.
investigators that she'd asked her stepmother to drive her and Sabrina from Sayre, Pennsylvania to Elmira, New York, in order to visit Jodie on August 5th, 2017. She
Wait,
further
you
states that
actually
she
get
informed her
separation
stepmother
anxiety?
that Jodie had reportedly left the back door open
'Cause
for
I do.
Harriet and Sabrina to enter the
I
home.
guess
However,
I
this
love
is
you
a
more.
bold-faced lie. Once the teenager and her daughter were at the house,
I
they
can't
sat on the
quit
back
you.
porch before Harriet made a phone call to her friend, Alexis Shadow. But the conversation
Alexis,
supposedly turned
Texas.
volatile,
Am I
in which
right?
Harriet became upset. In her police statement, she confessed, "I was already stressed and depressed prior to this, and this argument did not help me. I think I snapped and I didn't want to do anything physically to harm Sabrina because of my anger. I decided that I needed some time away from Sabrina, so I decided to walk away from her. Before I left, I decided that I wanted for Sabrina to be safe, so I placed her into a garbage bag so she wouldn't get cold or rained on. I then took the bag with Sabrina in it and placed it over near some bushes in the backyard area. I stayed with Jody throughout the weekend, and I never told anyone what I did to Sabrina. Apparently, she left Sabrina between the hours of 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. In addition, Harriet states that she informed people that Sabrina's father was taking care of the child for a couple of days, but the heartbreaking truth remains that Harriet heartlessly abandoned her child. The 17-year-old mother was taken into custody and charged with attempted murder in the second degree. Thankfully, Sabrina would make it out alive of the unthinkable horror. In December of 2017, Harriet pleaded guilty to attempted murder in the second degree and was later sentenced in February 2018 to 9 years in prison, in addition to 5 years of post-release supervision. If she'd gone to trial, Harriet could have been facing up to 25 years in prison had she been found guilty.